and then the bad metal came back. And that was a point where my wife's like, I'm leaving. I'm taking a cab and I'm going. And in all the years of paying a babysitter, that was the first night out. You can't ever play the game of, is this night worth it? Because the clock always starts at $60. So nothing would ever be worth it. And that was the moment where I was like, wait a second. We paid like $25 to get into this show. We got to pay the babysitter $60. You take a cab home, that's another $20. You got to pay the babysitter $20 to take a cab home. And I'm like, I'll go with you. And she's like, no, I know you want to see the Druids. And at that point, there was nothing the Druids could have done to make me actually enjoy the show.
Did you take the bus home just to, try to win?
That would have been another hour, at which point you might as well have stayed and seen the Druids. And so at that point, I decided to stay because I figured if I left now, everything had been so bad that it would have been a total waste of time. But, maybe I would see something in the Druid rock. But knowing full well that I'd hate the Druids anyway at that
Danny,
point.
you can apply for a refund through the National Scene Authority. The whole issue of Rock a Clock is another show, Danny. Accuracy and false advertising in Rock a Clock.
Maybe you could explain briefly.
Well, Rock a Clock is basically when you try to decode what the combination of what the venue is saying that the doors and the start time will be, and then you weigh it against the history of their business practices, and then you try to judge it against the personalities of the people involved in performing the music.
So it's actually an equation that you could write out.
Is there a calculator?
Well, there's a calculus.
Yeah, or an abacus.
That's a T-shirt right there. Just the equation.
The equation.
And
Rock a Clock.
So unfortunately, Danny, I think partly the fact that you actually have a kid and have been sort of perhaps somewhat removed from the show-going scene for a number of years.
I don't disagree.
Threw you off your Rock a Clock, and you showed up
but
believing the hype about the
Doors 7, Show 8. What do you believe?
Well, this is what I'm saying. I mean, consider the venue and consider the bands that were playing. I mean, it was like John said, it's a heavy bong crowd.
Well, what time did you think the show was going to start? Because your band was supposed to go on at 8.
I suffered just as much as you did.
But you left.
Well, the band that I went... Well, I just went outside. I went over to someone's house, It's like...
Plus, John got into the show for free. And he was able to take public transportation. So John's financial investment in the show, he had a completely different economic relationship to the show than you.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up.
You were in for $200, and John was in for like a $1.25 Muni ticket.